So this morning, just a short, quick little stop, part of Hershey Park, but also a little different. Hiding right there behind that bus, ZooAmerica. So Hershey Park is actually one of the few theme parks that has a small zoo section next to it, and pretty small. I believe it's like 11 acres, so not real big, but you get to see it in a number of different ways. One over me, let's see if I can show it to you here. There is a big monorail beam. There we go. So the monorail actually runs all the way through the park, outside the park, and then into the zoo. But we're going to walk in. It does have its own separate entrance, so you can go in and check out just the zoo without going into the park. So we're going to do that real quick this morning and give you a look. What's really kind of cool is, by the way, yeah, there's actually part of the factory in downtown Hershey, and so you get to even see part of the city here. As you can see with the separate zoo lot, which is not a very big lot, that's actually your entrance to it. And the lot itself is only like 2 rows that big, and then right down by the tracks. But that's your entrance. We'll be heading in. You can actually hear some of the coasters at Hershey warming up. Not that we're doing those today. We did good on those last couple days. So once you get past the little arch, this is actually the way down into the zoo, right next to the road, and watching them test ride and run the rides over Hershey. But this is where we're actually going. It's right in there. You can see we're a few minutes early here, but this is your actual entrance into just the zoo. Just a nice little double door in a building. But you can tell this building's been around quite a while. I'd be curious on the history of it. But yes, there is a zoo that runs, there is a road that runs in between the park and the zoo right here, and leads back up to downtown Hershey. Come by, there's a little tiny gift shop here that you'll walk past. We'll walk around the corner and, hey, walk this way. Enter here. Walk this way. Talk this way. Walk this way. Just give me a zoo. So the zoo is focused on North American wildlife. So you get like boxes. Now, I'm sure these birds don't actually use these boxes, but to give you an idea. But they have some interesting looking places, like the gray wolf. Why is he gray? Yeah, probably got old listening to all my jokes, wherever they are. Hello, geese.
So do those count toward the 200?
Makes you wonder. They're loud enough. An American marten. I don't know, it looks kind of human to me. Oh, how he's just kind of walking around like, what do you do?
Hal, are you in the medical?
Yep, I grabbed it there. I'm heading down.
You see, my daughter would totally love that.
We have one here compared.
Except she'd want to hug it. So that's the entrance. And then you can see some upper walkways, and lower walkways, and wild birds. There are a few things over there as well. It looks like it's basically one loop. Although we didn't see a map. It's kind of a prickly situation. There is a snack bar here. It's closed at the moment. So, but I imagine probably open up a little bit later. We weren't sure if we could get the souvenir or the free refills off our pass holder cups here or not. I don't see a machine, but there might be one there. But they do have ices. So this is the hunting pen. At least that's what they would call it in Missouri. With the turkeys and the deer. Are you in season or out of season? Okay, out of season right now, but... Just kind of standing there in the water. Weird place for an eagle. He's a little one. Yeah, they have just a few geese here. My goodness. Talk about a gaggle, and then there's something running around over there. Our pronghorn here is a little active. So check this guy out. Tongue hanging out and everything. And this is ridiculous. At first thought, or glance, this thing looks empty, but then if you look really close, right there, so this part's closed off. Must be something really dangerous up there. Yeah, there is. They're in the rafters. Something really dangerous. People. Train coming by, just trying to see what we can. You see some birds in there. And then, of course, our pronghorn down there. So one of the things they have is a suggested route. Now, whether you listen to suggestions or not, that's a whole nother deal. But we might today. Dark building. But check out a little critter. Nocturnal animals exhibit. So that you get an idea of several other animals out here, including owls. Aren't they cool? Even more daylight inside. Tortoises, and then a big tortoise exhibit here, and a burrowing owl, and a couple others. So you got turtles, tortoises, and birdies. And supposedly there's other birdies out there too. I think it's funny you get the contrast of the fast and the slow in the same place. Oh, and there is your owl. Let's see if we can zoom in on him here. Barn owls.
Watch the people.
And I love the fact that they built them
Sorry.
a barn. Were you born in a barn? Why, yes. Yes, I was.
See more animals? Do you like looking at all the animals?
You can see the nesting box up there for them. And there's the two bobcats snoozing away. I'm going to swing around the other side, but you can see their legs hanging down there. These look like more the yellow ones. They do come in a little bit different colors here and there. There you go, Amber. Playtime.
Oh, really?
So the question is, do these two ever not play? Look like they're having a WWE match.
No, it's an otter, honey.
We found the bears.
Oh, bears.
It's the bears.
Will they have a hoedown? Or a jamboree?
I don't know. I wonder which one would be playing the guitar. Which one would be dancing? Something tells me the brown one's going to be the dancer. I know, these jokes are probably barely tolerable.
I'll try to keep bearing with you, but bear end.
You know, when I was growing up, no joke, my parents had a wood paddle that they kept on the wall that had painted a beautiful little woodland scene on it. It said, "For the cute little deer with the bear behind." It's always interesting when they have these signs, especially when you realize that this is not necessarily accurate. So if the dark purple is its range, I don't think that includes Missouri, but we most definitely have black bears in Missouri. But then they also tried to tell us that we didn't have any mountain lions for years, and we're like, we got mountain lions in the woods, Silver Dollar City, we know it. There's some special critters here. The prairie dogs. You gotta look close though, because they're easy to miss. but they are out there. And these guys are just plain obnoxious most of the time. Aren't you? You can be quiet here. Y'all are never quiet outside.
Nevermore?
Mm-mm. They mock you a little bit. Big old copycat. What's interesting with this zoo is you've got parts of downtown residential Hershey there. You've got the elk, and you can actually look up, see more houses. And then as you swing around from the zoo here, look, it's part of the factory. Right there. So it's definitely interesting the way it's nestled in here. It is reasons like this why when we ran into a mountain lion at Silver Dollar City on the train, we were a little bit nervous. And then they tried to tell us it wasn't a mountain lion. Thank you, we know better. So they did get this opened up. This was closed a little bit earlier today while they were doing some work in the building. With the convoluted maze here to make sure the animals stay where they're supposed to. You can see the black vultures down there. And our little guy's now settled down. We don't just have geese. We have down cushions. Amber, there's your babies. These are babies. Oh, bunch of babies. That's, what, 5 babies there? That'll be interesting to try to walk through later. See if Mom and Dad will let us through. One of the last animals is a big puppy dog. He's a puppy. He's a gray wolf. Puppies! He's a good boy. He's a boy hiding in a hole in the ground. You're probably sitting there going, why do these people all baby talk me? Right, so we may be taking our lives in our hands here. We're going to attempt to cross the bridge with the geese. And we'll see what happens.
You're wearing jeans, so I might let you go first.
Yeah, showing geese. Well, hello. He hissed at me. We're not touching the babies. Oh, yeah, see, they're after food. As long as they think that you might feed them.
I think I will.
So this is the other indoor building if you follow their prescribed route. This is the Southern Swamps. And you can see a number of things in here, including spoonbills and snakes and all sorts of stuff. Is a gator. It's not a big gator, but it's a gator. It's fun we see them in places other than Florida. Not crossing the roads, not filling the lakes that you want to swim in, not causing issues. So there's a look at ZooAmerica. That's, yeah, pretty much almost the whole zoo. It's taken us about an hour to walk through the whole thing. You could take a little more time, stare at them a bit longer, and probably get 2 hours worth out of it. There's one little spur that we missed right there. But it's a nice little zoo. Don't know if I'd pay $13, but definitely help support it. Cute little place, and neat the way it's situated everywhere. And this is the backside ZooAmerica with the towers and the bridge from the park to the zoo. And look, it's a non-operating coaster. I didn't even see a test this morning. And your favorite trailblazer is stuck on the left toe. Woohoo! Although they may have just stationed that overnight with no riders too. So as you can see, yeah, don't Z. Yeah, first thought, or glance, this thing looks empty, but then if you look really close, right there, it's totally out of focus. There we go. Yeah.